After several weeks of postponement, the High Court in Pretoria was expecting to hear from the defence's first witness, but there was an about turn. Instead, Muzi Sibiya, accused number one in the Senzo Meyiwa murder trial, took the stand, detailing how he was first arrested in 2019 and assaulted.
2019, during the year 2019, even though I can't recall the exact day, we were seated in front of the shop in somewhere around Tembisa. They were in Tembisa, under the Muzi section or location. A taxi approached, in Pendulo, kind of a taxi approached, and then the sliding door on the left side was wide open of the taxi.
Now you say you were seated. With who were you seated?
It was Sandile, Monli, I think we were 4 or 5, even though I cannot recall the names of others. As we were seated there, then a Pendulo taxi approached, and then by the time it approached, the sliding door of the Pendulo on the left side, it was wide open. And then on that road, usually it's being used by the taxis going to Captain Park and coming back from Captain Park.
Yes.
As we were seated there, we did not pay much attention on that asset taxi. And then as soon as the taxi came close to us, and then the people who were inside the taxi, they approached us, and then they were wearing their civilian clothes. And then during the time they were getting out of the taxi, approaching us, they already had their firearms, and then they were
they preached them. Coca is to preach.
Yes.
Yes.
They breached their firearms before they could approach us. They could cancel.
How many people alighted?
It was 2, a female and a male.
Thank you.
Then when I tried to run away, then the male, he then held me from the back. From the back, just underneath his neck.
Yes.
He then placed me right on the ground. After doing so, he then cuffed me. He then took out handcuffs and then cuffed me from the back. During that time he was cuffing me, I was laying down on the ground. Then after that, he then pulled me from the ground. He then loaded me inside that kumbi in which they were traveling with. And inside that kumbi, there was a police officer who was the driver, and the driver was wearing police clothes.
Sibiya's nightmare began again on the 30th of May 2020, where he was again arrested. He says police accosted him with rifles and handcuffed him before taking him to a municipal area in Litabong in Tembisa and again assaulted.
Then the police, they then asked me as to what is it that I know about the death of Senzo Meyiwa. I then replied by saying I have no knowledge about the death of Senzo Meyiwa. Then one of them, he then informed me that I should stop playing with them because they know that I do have a hand about the death of Senzo Meyiwa together with my friends. So I should not play dumb with them. I should just tell the truth. Then he then repeated again the same question, that what is it that I know about the death of Senzo Meyiwa. I then replied by saying I don't know anything about the death of Senzo Meyiwa. As I was leaning against the wall, seated on the air chair, that is where he then kicked me on my legs, and I then fell down.
He says he was again smothered.
I was kicked in one of my legs, and then I then fell down. As I fell down, they then covered my face with a plastic. Some of them, they were kicking me with their foot.
Sibiya says he was then taken to Vosloorus in a municipal area and again assaulted, and a plastic placed over his face that he was unable to breathe. Sibiya has rebutted a previous witness, police officer Jabulani Butelezi's evidence that bullets were found at his place, and denied that he ever made admissions to the lead investigator about the killing of Senzo Meyiwa.
There is nothing in which I admitted before Mr. Gininda, and there is nothing in which I admitted before Mukula. All I informed them was that I don't know anything about the death of Senzo Meyiwa.
Sibiya continues on the stand. Criselda Lewis, SABC News at the High Court in Pretoria.